Do you remember where you were on 9/11? We all do, right? I was in the first week of a new job in England, just back from a lunch break when the second plane hit the Twin Towers. None of us can forget what happened that day or what happened in the aftermath of those attacks. America, I think we can all agree, radically changed that day on so many levels. So much happened as a result of 3,000 innocent people being killed in a single day back in September 2001. The 9/11 attacks, they said, could not go unanswered.
I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you. And the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
In fact, I need you all to remember what we did in response to 9/11. I just need 60 seconds. Start the clock. We did the war on terror, the AUMF, the authorization of the use of military force. Are you with us or against us? The invasion of Afghanistan, the occupation of Afghanistan, the axis of evil, torture, the prison camp at Guantanamo Bay, the invasion of Iraq, the occupation of Iraq, Abu Ghraib, black sites, waterboarding, rectal feeding, sleep deprivation, torture, the Patriot Act, the FISA Amendments Act, PRISM, Stellar Wind, all of the other NSA surveillance programs, national security letters, enemy combatants, detention without trial, military commission, cyber warfare, torture, the creation of the Department of Homeland Security, the creation of ICE, the creation of the TSA, the militarization of the police, the rounding up of Muslims, end Sears, increased deportations, increased border security, black ops, extraordinary rendition, drone strikes, including the assassination of a US citizen abroad without trial, torture, PTSD, censorship, self-censorship, spying on mosques, spying on Congress, 19 years of taking off our shoes at airports after one guy set his foot on fire on a plane, pat-downs, body scanners, no-fly lists, brown people kicked off of planes, trillions of dollars spent, millions of people dead, and yes, torture. Look, it was a disaster from start to finish, but it was definitely a war. Blood and treasure were definitely expended, and the American people definitely made sacrifices after 9/11. Some of them sadly made the ultimate sacrifice. Now, fast forward to the present day, to 2020 and the coronavirus. We are now experiencing a 9/11 every day. On Wednesday, December the 9th, 2020, the single-day death toll from COVID-19 exceeded the single-day death toll from Tuesday, September the 11th, 2001, for the first time. But do you even remember what you were doing on Wednesday? Do you remember what the United States government did in response to Wednesday's 3,000 dead? Or Thursday's 3,000 dead? Well, start the clock. Actually, don't bother. Because I don't need 60 seconds to tell you what we've done to fight back against COVID since Wednesday. Because we've done nothing. Nothing. Donald Trump spent this week ranting about imaginary election fraud and ridiculous lawsuits. Congress went home last night still without agreeing to the most basic of COVID relief bills. And millions of Americans continue to refuse to wear a simple piece of cloth over their faces when they go out in public. No one is being asked to go fight and die in a foreign battlefield. No one is being detained without trial or tortured. Just stay indoors if you can and wear a mask outside if you can't. We can't do that much. We are in for the worst winter of our lifetimes. CDC Director Robert Redfield said on Thursday that, quote, probably for the next 60 to 90 days we're going to have more deaths per day than we had at 9/11 or we had at Pearl Harbor. So I'm sorry to say, we are at war, and we all have a role to play. And look, I know it might not seem like a war, because there are no Muslims to torture or Japanese to round up in camps, and the president is off tweeting about mail-in ballots. But there is a virus to defeat, an enemy, an invisible enemy, yes, that is nevertheless far deadlier than any terrorists that have ever attacked this country. And I, for one, will never forgive those who allowed 3,000 Americans to die, not just on one day in 2001, but day after day right now.